An unexpected call into the newsroom on October 14th leads to a one-on-one conversation with an inmate inside the Lawrenceville Correctional Center.
The Lawrenceville Correctional Center is not a bad place. It's just the management of the prison is completely messed up.
The state's only privately run prison was the subject of a recent CBS 6 investigation after the local sheriff, Brian Roberts, raised a number of concerns about the facility, from inmates escaping their cells and getting on the roof to drug overdose calls turning into hazmat situations. Roberts said he wanted the prison to stay open, but he wanted to see changes.
The most perfect world is to turn it back into a state-run facility. The second most perfect world is the state hold GO accountable, or they figure out their contract to do better. Whether that's an accountability do better, or whether that's change companies do better, or what that is.
During our original story, CBS 6 reported that the company that runs the prison, the GEO Group, told the state on August 23rd that it was working to shore up security at the prison by increasing employee wages and restricting the movement of inmates. According to the inmate who called us, that led to a lockdown and then a modified lockdown that lasted at least until we spoke with him on the 14th.
We can come out in the pod. We can use the phone, take a shower, use a kiosk, and that's pretty much it. And I hadn't been outside and had any fresh air since, like I said, almost 6 weeks. They're not telling us anything.
He also said the prison stopped allowing inmates to take classes.
I'm normally in an electrical class over here.
And argued that management was punishing prisoners for the wrongdoing of staff who he said were bringing cell phones and drugs into the prison.
Well, we're not making this stuff in the kitchen. This ain't the inmates doing this. We haven't had visitation and everything before, all during COVID. And they had more. There was no visitation during COVID, and that's when the overdoses went crazy. The problem is with the staff here.
To his point, CBS 6 filed a public records request with the Virginia Department of Corrections and found out Lawrenceville had the most cell phones or parts of cell phones found inside over the last 3 years in the entire state prison system. In fact, the number increased 88% at Lawrenceville between 2020 and 2021. It also had the highest number of suspected and confirmed overdoses in 2022, accounting for 28% of suspected and confirmed overdoses in the state prison system this year.
And so, but they're instead punishing the inmates, is what it seems like, for the staff's issues.
Absolutely. We pay for everything. That they have this idea of corporate punishment that if one person on the entire compound acts like they do something wrong or something, we all have to pay for it.
Do you think that's fair?
Absolutely not.
We asked State Senator Joe Morrissey to listen to the recorded phone call after viewing our investigation. In 2021, he was one of the lawmakers who voted against a proposal that would have returned the management of Lawrenceville to the state.
But I challenged at the time, will things get better if the prison is taken back over by DOC? And I was wrong. And perhaps things will get better. And I can assure you that if I made a mistake before and allowed it to continue operating as a private prison, but the health of the inmates, got worse or didn't improve, that I'll correct that mistake going forward.
Morrissey said it was counterproductive to the rehabilitation of inmates to prevent them from getting exercise outside and taking classes, adding it may be time for the General Assembly to take action.
There is, I think, a growing feeling that we need to do something as a General Assembly to correct this problem. Based on the continued condition of Lawrenceville, I'm thinking that the General Assembly should review this to determine if we need to, as a policy matter, decide we're no longer going to allow private management of prisons in Virginia.
Well, 3 days after we spoke with the inmate, a spokesperson for GEO Group told me they began to transition back to normal operations, including limited recreational time and visits to the dining hall. He said they are hopeful to resume educational and vocational programs as well as in-person visitation soon. Now, as part of his statement, he said, quote, "We value the enduring partnership we have with the Commonwealth of Virginia, and we share the same goal of providing a safe, secure, and humane environment for inmates, staff, and visitors at Lawrenceville. We will continue working with the Virginia DOC as we manage the contraband challenges that many correctional facilities across the country are also currently facing."